Check out carmarshal.com. The link is in the description. They help support us.
This is how the Southern slave owners tried to do and succeeded in taking the votes away from blacks after they were freed. This is also how they made them slaves again, free jail workers. The Charlotte County Sheriff Bill Prummell is trying to make us all slaves. It's time to restore ex-felons' voting rights. Is there anyone among us who hasn't done something wrong at one point in their life? As children and young adults, most parents punished us for poor judgment or bad behavior, but that punishment certainly never lasted a lifetime. We paid the price, then were welcomed back into the fold with loving arms. For some of us, bad behavior follows us into adulthood, although that behavior may or may not be illegal. Granted, most actions that end with a jail sentence are more serious than childhood disobedience, youthful indiscretions and questionable adult behavior. But my point is that once someone has paid their debt to society, should they continue to be punished forever? There are 47 states that don't think punishment should last a lifetime. But Florida is not one of them. Florida is one of only 3 states in America that believe civil rights can be rescinded forever. Florida has disenfranchised an astounding 10.4% of its adult population, the highest percentage in the nation, almost 1.7 million people. So the question I'm asking now is whether Florida's governor and members of his cabinet are correct in permanently stripping some of our state's residents of one of their most basic rights, the right to vote. Now we're not talking about sex offenders or murderers here. We're talking about nonviolent ex-felons who made mistakes but have paid their debt to society. Floridians for a Fair Democracy is a group leading the push to place the Florida Voting Rights Restoration for Felons initiative on the November 6, 2018 ballot in the form of a constitutional amendment. This effort is led by Desmond Meade, a former drug addict who got his law degree from Florida International University but can't get a license until his civil rights are restored. I do not believe someone like Meade and others like him who have paid their debt to society and turned their lives around should be permanently barred from exercising their right to vote. This voting rights initiative will be a heavy lift for those of us here in Florida who support it. It will require 766,200 verified signatures from registered voters by the end of December. And getting all of these signatures together is just the beginning. HAT will just get it on the ballot. It will then come before all Floridians for a vote next year. So for all those registered Florida voters reading this who believe in second chances and agree that nonviolent ex-felons should be allowed to exercise their most basic right to vote once their sentence has been served, I ask you to please sign a constitutional amendment petition form today. As of November 30th we have almost 443,000 signatures that have been verified with local officials throughout the state. In a local effort to obtain more signatures, those of us who strongly support this initiative will be making the requisite forms available at various locations in Charlotte County. Keep an eye open for us outside your local shopping venue. But, better yet, you can simply download the form at www.floridiansforafairdemocracy.com. Select the Take Action tab, then sign the petition. Print, then return the completed form to Floridians for a Fair Democracy Incorporated, 3000 Gulf to Bay Boulevard, Suite 503, Clearwater, Florida, 33759. Please be sure to print and sign your name exactly as it appears on your voter information card or the form will be rejected. If you do not have your voter registration number handy, your date of birth will suffice. If you are a member of a group or club with an interest in supporting this initiative, I would encourage you to download the form and distribute copies to your members. And please pass the word and help us restore the right to vote to our fellow Floridians. I can think of no better Christmas gift to give. Darla Pearson is a Punta Gorda resident and a member of the Civic Engagement Writers Club. Darla Pearson, Civic Engagement Writers Club.
Hey, Sheriff, we have a question about why your office, your intelligence division, is investigating private citizens for criminal investigation that happen to be activists that are overseeing your department. Why would you have your intelligence division investigate private citizens? We have done... for life hating so much. Sir, we don't hate anyone. We love freedom and we love American people. And government is out of control. That's why you're seeing such a revolt nationwide. Why can't you just answer, why is Susan Edwards, your intelligence division, investigating private citizens? This should not happen.
Are you here to apply for a job?
Possibly I might be applying for a job, but that's irrelevant to my question. Why would you ask that question?
Well, enjoy the fair.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Excuse you?
Excuse me, sir.
So those of you that haven't
Wow.
been on a bike before,
Sheriff's getting a little too pushy. You work for us, Sheriff. Just keep that in mind. At one time we respected you, but not with that type of attitude.
Hey Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County Cop Watch, and I wanted to explain what fair use is. You can use pieces of news articles if you're doing it for news reporting, you have commentary, and you're doing it for education purposes. So that's what fair use is, as you can see right here. Another reason why I wanted to make this video is to let you know I have just joined with Patreon. A nice thing with Patreon, I make no money on YouTube. They took the money away years ago, and so this is another way to give, and it's a nice thing too because you can give monthly. You can give $1, $5, $10, whatever. I do 4 to 5 hours a day on trying to wake the sheep up on how corrupt it is and different ways that you can fight the corruption. So Patreon is a way that you can do it, and then of course the old way is still there. Donate to Sheriff County Cop Watch with PayPal or credit card. So keep that in mind. 4 to 5 hours a day. I make no money, but the corruption happened to me and I'm sick of it, so I'm trying to wake people up. But my wife would love it if if we could get some help out there. There's 47,000 subscribers. Just think if each one of you subscribers just gave a let's say, actually, yes, $1 a month. 47,000 subscribers gave $1 a month. That would be awesome. That's not going to happen. But anyways, that would be great if it did happen. But, you know, do the math in your head. Just think about it. Like I said, 4 to 5 hours a day. I get no money from YouTube. YouTube has gone nuts. You can't do anything anymore. They're taking the money away everywhere. So these are a couple different ways that you can still help out with all this time that I put in. And as you know, I'm in a special situation where, you know, at least I can do it. You know, 4 to 5 hours a day. We have a cleaning company during the day. That's what allows me to do this, and we're debt free. So this is my hobby. I don't go fishing and all that other crap. I try to save the world. So help me out to make the wife happy, man. In fact, if you guys did give $1 a day, and there was 47,000 of you, and you did it, and each of you gave $1, and that was every month, oh my God, yes, I could quit. I could start suing them. Another idea, too, that we have is, you know, if I got, you know, some funds, we could actually contact everyone that has been ticketed and or arrested and put in jail and start sending them postcards to let them know we're here, and to see if everything went all right, and if it didn't, find out their story. So we could even do more investigations and more lawsuits. Lawsuits take money. So just think about that. You know, 47,000 of you so far right now. You know, $1 a day. I mean, $1 a month on Patreon, or $5 a month Patreon, 10, 20, whatever. Just do the math in your head. Help out. This is a lot of work every single day. Thanks.